On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Privilege.
A special right or advantage that only one person or group of people has, usually because they are rich and powerful in a society.
Examples:
A breach of privilege. Privilege of membership. In the Middle Ages, the right to hunt in the wild was the privilege of royalty and nobility.
Transplant.
To move or transfer something from one place or person to another, to take living tissue or an organ from one person, animal, part of the body, etc., and put it into or onto another.
Examples:
Transplant a heart. Transplant my family to America. He tried to transplant the seedling into a larger pot.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
Cardiac surgery. The professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Pioneer.
Inventor, explorer, someone who is among the first to achieve something.
Examples:
Act as a pioneer. Early pioneers. John Whitney was a computer animation pioneer.
Liver.
A large organ in the body, involved in many metabolic processes, such as detoxification of the organism and the synthesis of proteins.
Examples:
Liver disease. Fatty liver. The patient will undergo liver transplant surgery tomorrow.
Cadaver.
A dead body, especially one used for scientific study or medical research.
Examples:
Cadaver lab. Cadaver donor. The hospital received a donation of cadavers for their research program.
Procedure.
A way of doing something, especially the official or well-known way.
Examples:
Undergo a surgical procedure. Standard procedure. The pilot and flight attendant ran through the checkout procedure.
Odds.
The degree or probability that a particular thing will or will not happen.
Examples:
Odds in favor. Odds of business. What are the odds that he will survive?
Challenging.
Difficult, demanding, or requiring a high degree of skill or effort, presenting a difficult problem or obstacle.
Examples:
Challenging task. Mentally challenging. The advanced math problem was challenging, but the student was determined to solve it.
Convince.
To persuade someone or make someone believe that something is true.
Examples:
Convince her to go with us. Convince an opponent. I am considering what I should do to convince him.
Regulator.
A person or thing that controls or balances something. A person or an organization that is responsible for control and supervision of a particular activity or area of public interest.
Examples:
Regulator body. A speed regulator. The financial industry regulator was responsible for ensuring that companies followed the laws.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position. A public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Parliament.
A legislative body, especially the one that represents the people of a country or state.
Examples:
Disband parliament. Event of a hung parliament. He was a member of parliament.
Surgeon.
A doctor who is trained to perform medical operations that involve cutting open a person's body.
Examples:
An excellent brain surgeon. Army surgeon. He is a skilled surgeon that has many years of training and experience.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Godfather.
A male godparent who witnesses a child's baptism and accepts a spiritual responsibility for their upbringing. A trusted mentor or advisor who has significant influence and offers support and guidance in personal or professional matters.
Examples:
Political godfather. Be my godfather at my christening. The wealthy businessman acted as a godfather to his protege, helping him to succeed in his career.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Donor.
A person or an organization that makes a gift of money, food, supplies, etc. to a cause or fund. In medicine, a person who gives blood or tissue or an organ to be used in another person.
Examples:
A transfusion of donor blood. An unnamed donor. His body rejected the liver of the donor.
Organ.
A part of the body of an animal or plant that has a particular purpose and performs a specific job.
Examples:
Organ bleeding. Damage to internal organs. These infections have the potential to impact practically every organ system.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Constant.
Happening repeatedly or all the time.
Examples:
A constant wind. A constant temperature. Constant dropping wears away the stone.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Actively.
In a way that involves taking action or participating actively, with energy and determination.
Examples:
Actively participate. Actively engage. I am actively looking for a new job opportunity.
Donation.
A voluntary gift of money, service, or ideas that are given to a person or an organization, or the act of giving them.
Examples:
Make a donation. Political donation. He made a generous donation to the charity.
Extended.
Longer than usual or anticipated.
Examples:
Extended vacation. Extended payment. The extended airport runways may accommodate larger jets.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Donate.
To give money, food, clothes, etc. to help a person or organization.
Examples:
Donate to charity. Donate blood to the Red Cross. Our company donates to the school endowment fund every year.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples:
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Graft.
A transplanted portion of tissue or skin, often taken from one part of the body and used to repair or replace damaged or missing tissue in another part. A corrupt or illegal means of acquiring wealth or power through illicit or unethical methods.
Examples:
Graft surgery. Anti-graft law. The patient's skin graft procedure was successful, and he was released from the hospital.
Dire.
Extremely serious or urgent, critical, grave, or disastrous.
Examples:
Suffer dire poverty. Dire situation. The dire economic straits called for immediate action.
Shortage.
A deficiency or lack of something, typically referring to a situation where there is an insufficient supply or quantity of a resource or product to meet the demand or need.
Examples:
Water shortage. Fuel shortage. There was a shortage of face masks due to the high demand during the pandemic.
Unrelated.
Having no connection, not belonging to the kinship.
Examples:
Statistically unrelated. An unrelated position. Excuse me if my question is unrelated to the topic.
Unprecedented.
Never having been seen, done, or known before.
Examples:
Unprecedented boom. Unprecedented business opportunity. Unprecedented amounts of heckling and slogan shouting took place throughout the event.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Controversy.
A lot of discussion and argument about something, often involving strong feelings of anger or disapproval.
Examples:
Controversy among researchers. Arouse controversy. They entered into controversy with a member of the ruling party.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
Distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Voluntary.
Done of one's own free will, without being forced or coerced.
Examples:
Voluntary action. Voluntary participation. The program is voluntary, so participants can choose whether or not to take part.
Altruistic.
Showing a selfless and disinterested concern for the happiness and well-being of other people.
Examples:
Altruistic behavior. Altruistic instincts in social animals. The company tried to build an altruistic image.
Coerce.
To force, pressure, or compel someone to do something against their will or better judgment. To use threatening or intimidating tactics to persuade someone to comply with one's demands.
Examples:
Coerce him to follow an order. Coerce obedience. The boss tried to coerce the employees into working overtime by threatening to fire them.
Submissive.
Inclined or willing to submit or yield to authority, domination, or direction, obedient or compliant, meek or passive.
Examples:
Submissive behavior. A submissive personality. The submissive dog cowered and trembled in fear when approached by its owner.
Spouse.
A person's husband, wife, or partner in marriage.
Examples:
Spouse tax deduction. Spouse visa. The spouse of the politician was a constant presence at campaign events.
In-law.
A relative by marriage, such as a mother-in-law, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law.
Examples:
Future in-law. Meeting in-laws. My sister-in-law is a pediatrician who works in a children's hospital.
Servant.
A person who performs duties for others, especially a person employed in a house on domestic duties or as a personal attendant.
Examples:
Servant of God. Fellow servant. The faithful servant had been working for the family for many years and was well trusted.
Slave.
A person who is either legally or illegally owned by someone, a person entirely dominated by some influence or a person.
Examples:
A slave of drink. A slave trader. You should work hard but not be a slave to it.
Employee.
A person who is hired to work for a business or organization in exchange for wages or salary, a worker.
Examples:
Employee benefits. Employee evaluation. The employee handbook outlines the rules and regulations that all employees must follow.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples:
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Monetary.
Of or relating to the money in the country.
Examples:
The stance of monetary policy. Monetary rewards. The policy might bring more excellent monetary stability to the country.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Flourish.
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
Flourish economically. Flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Assignment.
A duty or task given to someone, usually as part of their job or studies.
Examples:
Finish the assignment. Assignment of interest. My assignment was overwhelming and complicated, but it was also exciting.
Harvest.
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Execute.
To kill someone, especially as a legal punishment, to carry out or perform an action, duty, etc.
Examples:
Execute a bold strategy. Execute a double play. The mafioso who collaborated with the police was executed.
Pregnant.
Having a baby or young animal developing in the uterus.
Examples:
Needs of pregnant women. A silence pregnant with suspense. She vacated the position when she got pregnant.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Marred.
Damaged, disfigured, or spoiled, impaired or diminished in value or quality.
Examples:
Marred reputation. Marred relationship. Even though the building was now in ruins, there was an undeniable charm about its marred beauty.
Solemn.
Formal and dignified, often with an emphasis on religious or ceremonial attitudes or practices, characterized by an earnest sense of importance or gravity, serious or grave in tone or demeanor.
Examples:
Solemn vow. Solemn ceremony. The priest led the solemn procession through the church.
Morbid.
Characterized by a preoccupation with death or unhealthy topics or behaviors, gruesome or disturbing.
Examples:
Morbid fascination. Morbid joke. The decayed and morbid atmosphere of the abandoned house scared her.
Security.
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks, a financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
National security. Security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Row.
An arrangement of objects or people side by side in a line. Verb, to propel a boat through the water using oars.
Examples:
Criminal on death row. A row of cherry trees. He was the leader of the demonstrators and spoke out against the war in the front row.
Makeshift.
Serving as a temporary substitute or solution, improvised.
Examples:
Makeshift shelter. A makeshift solution. The team set up a makeshift tent for shelter during the storm.
Operate.
To work in a particular way, to supervise something.
Examples:
Operate 24 hours a day. Manually operate a machine. This machine is too difficult to operate for me.
Chill.
A feeling of coldness that makes one shiver. Verb, to make cool or cooler.
Examples:
The chill of autumn. Feel a slight chill. His swear words cast a chill on the party.
Stare.
To gaze or look fixedly and intently at someone or something, often in a questioning, curious, or suspicious manner. Noun, a fixed, intense, and prolonged gaze or look.
Examples:
Stare blankly. Give a menacing stare. He couldn't help but stare at the beautiful sunset over the ocean.
Condemn.
To express strong disapproval or criticism of something.
Examples:
Condemn violence. Condemn crime. The government was condemned for its handling of the crisis.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Dilemma.
A situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more options, especially that are equally unfavorable ones.
Examples:
Chicken and egg dilemma. Be in a dilemma. The choice between bureaucracy and adhocracy represents a common dilemma.
Glove.
A piece of clothing worn on the hand and wrist for protection against cold, dirt, etc., with separate parts for each finger.
Examples:
A right-hand glove. 5-finger glove. She was wearing a black glove.
Scrub.
To clean something thoroughly, typically with a brush and soap or detergent.
Examples:
Scrub off graffiti. Scrub dirt from potatoes. She decided to scrub the kitchen floor to remove all the dirt and grime.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Recipient.
A person who receives something.
Examples:
A recipient of a Nobel Prize. A recipient of a lung transplant. When performing an organ transplant, it is necessary to test for compatibility between the donor and recipient.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
Dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Consent.
Permission or agreement to do something, especially given by somebody in authority.
Examples:
Consent for surgery. Give silent consent. She gave her consent to the company's proposal.
Obtain.
To get something, especially by making a great effort.
Examples:
Obtain a license. Obtain a bid. Where can I obtain the application form?
Invoke.
To call upon or request help or support, especially from a higher power. To mention or use something as a reason or justification for actions or decisions.
Examples:
Invoke memories. Invoke the right to remain silent. The politician invoked the name of the founding fathers in his speech.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Sorrow.
A feeling of deep sadness, grief, or regret, especially for something lost or ending.
Examples:
Deep sorrow. Sorrow for sin. The death of her best friend filled her with sorrow.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Celebrate.
To acknowledge a memorable or good day or event with a social gathering or enjoyable activity.
Examples:
Celebrate his election. Celebrate Christmas. He celebrated the 10th anniversary of his tenure.
Dusk.
The period of the day just before nightfall, when the light begins to fade, the darker part of twilight.
Examples:
Dusk sky. Dusk falls. The sky turned a beautiful orange hue at dusk.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Tainted.
Spoiled or contaminated, usually with something harmful, damaged in quality or taste.
Examples:
Tainted soil. Tainted reputation. The meat had to be thrown out because it was tainted with bacteria.
Sublimation.
The process of transforming a solid directly into a gas, or vice versa, without passing through the intermediate liquid phase. Of psychology, the channeling of repressed emotions or impulses into socially acceptable behavior or productive activities.
Examples:
Sublimation of dry ice. Sublimation printing. The sublimation process involves a solid directly turning into a gas without becoming a liquid first.
Retrieval.
The process of recovering or retrieving something that has been lost or misplaced. The act of finding and extracting information, especially from a computer or database.
Examples:
Memory retrieval. Data retrieval. The software program allows for easy retrieval of files and documents.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples:
Controversial book. Controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Stem.
The central part of something from which other parts can develop or grow, the part of a word common to all its inflected variants. Verb, to grow out of, have roots in, or originate in.
Examples:
Stem from a belief. The stem of a matchstick. A rose has thorns on its stem.
Embryo.
An animal organism in the early stages of growth, either in its mother's womb or in an egg, or a plant that is developing in a seed.
Examples:
Destruction of human embryos. Embryo cloning. Our latest project is still at the embryo stage.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Circumvent.
To go around, avoid, or bypass something, often to achieve an intended goal or objective, to outmaneuver or outsmart a person or obstacle.
Examples:
Circumvent rules. Circumvent authority. I took a back road to work on time to circumvent the traffic jam.
Exponential.
Becoming more and more rapid, of or involving mathematical exponents.
Examples:
Exponential growth. Exponential function. Since the 1990s, the Internet has continued to experience exponential growth.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Incision.
A sharp cut made in something with a sharp tool, especially during a medical procedure.
Examples:
Incision tool. Small incision. Patients undergoing incisional surgery are often put to sleep by anesthesia.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Pancreas.
A glandular organ in the digestive system that produces several important hormones, including insulin and glucagon, as well as digestive enzymes that help break down food in the small intestine.
Examples:
Pancreas inflammation. Pancreas function. The endocrine function of the pancreas involves the secretion of hormones such as insulin.
Wit.
The ability to say or write things or ideas in a clever and humorous way.
Examples:
The wit of man. Full of wit. He has the wit to keep talking about this topic.
Difficulty.
A condition or state that causes problems.
Examples:
The degree of difficulty. Difficulty in breathing. He has difficulty exercising because of a back injury sustained in an accident.
Inspire.
To make somebody fill with a desire, confidence, or enthusiasm, especially to do something creative.
Examples:
Inspire a feeling of curiosity. Inspire him to write a novel. The unique style of this martial arts inspired many action film producers.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual, individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Secrete.
To produce and discharge a substance, such as a hormone or glandular secretion, to conceal or hide something.
Examples:
secrete mucus, secrete enzymes. The glands in the body secrete hormones that regulate various bodily functions.
Insulin.
A hormone produced in the pancreas that controls the amount of sugar in the blood, or a similar artificial substance used for the treatment of diabetes.
Examples:
daily insulin dose, development of insulin resistance. He had an insulin shock after drinking large quantities of fruit juices.
Diabetes.
A medical condition in which the body cannot produce enough insulin to control the glucose levels in the blood.
Examples:
juvenile diabetes, diabetes patient. My father was tested for diabetes.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts, the technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Grapple.
To make a strenuous effort to solve a problem, to engage in a close fight or conflict without weapons.
Examples:
grapple with problem, grapple with each other. He needed to grapple with structural reforms to improve the company's revenue.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
cognitive complexity, complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Momentum.
The force or power that is gained by a moving object, a strength or impetus gained through a process of development or activity.
Examples:
angular momentum, momentum toward democracy. The team gained momentum after scoring their first goal.
Isolation.
The condition of being alone or lonely, the act or state of separation between persons or groups.
Examples:
isolation booth, the country's isolation. That incident led to his isolation.
Embryonic.
Of or relating to an embryo, equals an animal organism in the early stages of growth, in an early stage of development.
Examples:
embryonic stem cells, embryonic development. The project is still in its embryonic stage.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Islet.
A small island, especially a small one in a river or lake, a small area or patch of something, such as tissue or land, a different material, surrounds that.
Examples:
Small islet. Uninhabited islet. We can take a boat to explore the beautiful islets scattered along the coast.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
Fascinate the public. Fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
Flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Occupy.
To consume all of someone's space, attention, or time.
Examples:
Occupy his time. Occupy a position. The young prince will soon occupy the throne.
Chief.
Most important or primary, noun, a person who is in charge.
Examples:
Chief accountant. Chief events of the year. Mining is a chief source of income for the country.
Pluripotent.
Describing cells that have the potential to differentiate into any specialized cell in the body, often used in the context of stem cell research and applications.
Examples:
Pluripotent embryonic cells. Pluripotent gene expression. Pluripotent stem cells can differentiate into any cell in the body.
Differentiate.
To recognize or establish as being distinct, To distinguish between things that are compared, to calculate a derivative.
Examples:
Differentiate between fact and fiction. Differentiate a function. The teacher asked the students to differentiate between the two similar species of birds.
Surrounding.
That is near or around, or closely encircling something.
Examples:
Surrounding areas. A fence surrounding a castle. The surrounding mountains make the city difficult to be invaded.
Derive.
To obtain or receive something from a source.
Examples:
Derive a conclusion. Derive knowledge from books. These English words are derived from Latin.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Ridicule.
Speech or behavior that makes fun of or mocks someone or something. Teasing, sarcasm, or scornful remarks that are intended to belittle or humiliate. Verb, to mock, criticize, or make fun of someone or something in a scornful or derisive way.
Examples:
Public ridicule. Ridicule at his expense. The ridicule from his classmates made him feel embarrassed and ashamed.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Adipose.
Relating to or composed of fatty tissue, fatty or fat-like in nature.
Examples:
Adipose tissue. Adipose cells. The doctor advised the patient to reduce their adipose intake to improve their health.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Nowadays.
At the current time, in comparison to the past.
Examples:
Young people nowadays. Not to be seen nowadays. People can clone a sheep nowadays.
Abundant.
Present in great quantity.
Examples:
Live an abundant life. An abundant supply of water. The country has abundant oil and natural gas resources.
Rid.
To make someone or something free of unwanted or unpleasant tasks, objects, or person.
Examples:
Get rid of the rats. Rid the body of waste products. We must rid ourselves of pollution.
Marrow.
A soft, fatty, vascular substance in the cavities of bones, in which blood cells are produced, the choicest or most essential part of some idea or experience.
Examples:
The marrow of a speech. Vegetable marrow. The soup was made with bone marrow, giving it a rich and savory flavor.
Limitation.
A rule or act that restricts the scope of something.
Examples:
Impose limitation. Limitation of exercise. Disability is a physical limitation to living everyday life.
Restricted.
Limited in extent, number, scope, or action, especially by official rules, laws, etc.
Examples:
Restricted area. Lactose-restricted diet. The country has designated our products as restricted import goods.
Specialized.
Possessing or relating to specific knowledge or skills that are unique to a particular field or task, designed or intended for a particular purpose or function.
Examples:
Specialized knowledge. Specialized equipment. The hospital has many specialized departments, including cardiology and oncology.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples:
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Astound.
To surprise or shock someone with wonder very much.
Examples:
Astound everyone. Astound the viewer. The final result was nothing short of astounding.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Reprogram.
To modify or recreate a program.
Examples:
Reprogram a device. Reprogram a database. He reprogrammed the computer's operating system to remove the safeguard.
Induce.
To persuade someone to do something, to cause to act in a specific manner.
Examples:
Induce a crisis. Induce him to see a doctor. The lack of sleep induces both physical and psychological diseases.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Mound.
A raised area of ground or dirt, often used for burial, construction, or as a fortification, a large, rounded pile or heap.
Examples:
Mound of dirt. Burial mound. The team discovered a hidden mound in the desert.
Fountain.
A structure usually consisting of a basin and a jet of water that is sprayed into the air, often used for decoration or as a source of drinking water.
Examples:
Fountain plaza. Decorative fountain. The fountain in the park provided a relaxing atmosphere.
Youthful.
Typical of young people, vigorous and fresh.
Examples:
Youthful abandon. In a youthful manner. That painter kept his youthful spirit even in old age.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Hype.
Advertisements and media discussions informing the public about a product and how nice or vital it is.
Examples:
Media hype. Emotional hype. The audience was not duped by the media's hype around the event.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Stroke.
A medical condition in which poor blood flow to the brain causes cell death, the act of swinging or striking at a ball with a club, racket, etc.
Examples:
Suffer stroke. A stroke of the putter. This year's extreme heat has resulted in many heat stroke cases.
Spinal.
Of or relating to the spine, equals the long bone in the body's back.
Examples:
Spinal injury. Brain and spinal cord. The surgeon carefully confirmed how to remove the tumor to avoid damaging the spinal nerves.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Spinal cord. Electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples.
Without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Muscular.
Of or relating to the muscles, having or suggesting great physical power or force.
Examples.
A muscular person. Muscular contraction. She worked hard to treat her muscular dystrophy.
Dystrophy.
A group of inherited disorders that involve the progressive weakening and wasting of muscles or tissues, often leading to disability or organ failure, commonly characterized by muscle weakness, atrophy, and degeneration.
Examples.
Dystrophy treatment. Dystrophy of cervical cartilage. Muscular dystrophy is a genetic disease that causes weakness and degeneration of muscles over time.
Retina.
The innermost light-sensitive membrane covering the back wall of the eyeball.
Examples.
Retinal cells. Retina scanner. Damage to the retina may play a role in the development of glaucoma.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples.
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Horrible.
Extremely unpleasant or bad, causing fear or disgust.
Examples.
Horrible accident. Horrible smell. The experience was horrible and left a lasting impression.
Robotic.
Of or relating to mechanical robots, robotics, the interdisciplinary branch of computer science and engineering with the practical use of robots.
Examples.
Robotic arm. Robotic guide operation. The surgeon removed the tumor using robotic video assistance.
Step.
A vast, wide, and usually treeless plain, typically found in semi-arid or arid regions, characterized by fertile soil and grassy vegetation, often used for grazing livestock. An expansive and open grassland ecosystem found in Eurasia and North America.
Examples.
Steppe climate. Barren steppe. The nomadic tribes set up camp on the vast steppe.
Elevator.
A mechanical device used for vertical transportation, typically in multi-story buildings, consisting of a compartmentalized platform that moves between floors.
Examples.
Elevator ride. Modern elevator. The hotel's elevator was out of order, so we had to take the stairs to our room on the 5th floor.
Glaring.
Extremely noticeable or obvious, often in a way that is unpleasant or unpleasantly bright.
Examples.
Glaring example. Glaring omission. The glaring sun was making it difficult to see while driving.
Visual.
Relating to seeing or sight.
Examples.
Visual navigation. Field of visual arts. The building makes a remarkable visual impact.
Collapse.
To fall down or give way suddenly, often after breaking apart.
Examples.
The stock market collapsed. Ready to collapse. The roof finally collapsed after 3 days and 3 nights of heavy snowfall.
Floater.
A very small spot inside a person's eye that they see moving up and down or from side to side.
Examples.
Vitreous floater. Eye floater. I have a floater in my right eye.
Casual.
Relaxed and informal in manner or dress, not planned or expected, not involving commitment or seriousness.
Examples.
Casual dress. Take a casual glance. They had a casual conversation over coffee at the local cafe.
Dismiss.
To regard something or someone as not important and not worth considering. To terminate someone's employment.
Examples.
Dismiss a person from the office. Dismiss a matter with a laugh. The committee has decided to dismiss the president from the post.
Altitude.
The height of an object or point in relation to sea level or ground level.
Examples.
The meridian altitude. Low altitude. The plane flew at a high altitude to avoid turbulence.
Exposure.
The state of being in a particular situation or place where there is no protection from or guarantee to something harmful, the disclosure of something secret.
Examples.
A southern exposure. The exposure of a fraud. The long exposure to the air tarnished the antique tableware.
Catastrophic.
Extremely harmful, causing physical or financial destruction.
Examples.
Victim of catastrophic injuries. Catastrophic climate change. The extinction rate of aquatic animals was catastrophic.
Vision.
The ability to think about or see the future with imagination and intelligence, the faculty of being able to see.
Examples.
A prodigious vision. Telescopic vision. Driving is difficult for me because of my poor vision.
Restore.
To repair or return something or someone to a previous good state or position.
Examples:
Restore order. Restore the emperor to the throne. The military regime has promised to restore democracy as soon as possible.
Prolong.
To extend the duration or length of something, particularly a period of time or an event.
Examples:
Prolong the agony. Measures to prolong the lifespan. We need to prolong the meeting for another hour to discuss all the issues.
Convalescence.
The process of recovering from an illness or injury, during which the body gradually returns to health and strength.
Examples:
Post-surgery convalescence. Prolonged convalescence. After her surgery, she had a long convalescence period at home to recover.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples:
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Impair.
To damage something or make it weaker or worse.
Examples:
Impair my health. Impair insulin sensitivity. The accident made his vision impaired.
Phase.
Any stage in a series of events, change, or development.
Examples:
Enter on the last phase. Two-phase structure. The era of the Industrial Revolution was a crucial phase of history.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples:
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Circulation.
The movement of blood through the body or of a fluid through a system, the number of copies of a newspaper or magazine that are sold.
Examples:
Lymphatic circulation. Circulation of money. The circulation of the magazine has been steadily declining.
Bloodstream.
The blood flowing through the body.
Examples:
Bloodstream in an artery. Bloodstream to the brain. Cancer cells are often carried throughout the body by the bloodstream.
Hone.
To sharpen or perfect something, to improve a skill or ability through practice.
Examples:
Hone abilities. Hone intuition. The athlete worked with a coach to hone her techniques and improve her performance.
Dam.
A wall constructed over a river to block the flow of water, mainly used to generate energy.
Examples:
Dam building program. Dam collapsing. The break in the dam threatened the valley.
Scaffold.
A temporary platform or structure used to support workers and materials during construction or maintenance work.
Examples:
Scaffold construction. Go to the scaffold. The construction workers set up the scaffold to reach the top of the building.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Cardiac.
Of or relating to the heart or heart disease.
Examples:
Cardiac arrest. Cardiac disease. The cardiac output of a resting adult is around 3 quarts per minute.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Investigate.
To conduct a systematic or formal inquiry to identify and evaluate the facts of a crime, problem, statement, etc., to establish the truth.
Examples:
Investigate the matter. Investigated data leak. The committee investigated several apparent inconsistencies.
Herald.
To be a sign or indication of something to come, to proclaim or announce something publicly, often with great enthusiasm or fanfare.
Examples:
Herald the news. Herald a new era. The sound of the trumpet heralded the arrival of the king.
Quantum.
The smallest amount or unit of something, especially electromagnetic energy.
Examples:
Probabilistic quantum theory. Laws of quantum mechanics. Big techs are now eager to develop quantum computers.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Cardiologist.
A medical doctor who specializes in the study and treatment of the heart and the circulatory system.
Examples:
Cardiologist appointment. Skilled cardiologist. My grandfather is seeing a cardiologist to monitor his heart condition.
Increment.
A regular increase in the amount of something, such as money, a process of becoming larger, longer, or more important.
Examples:
Steady incremental growth. Small increments. The bid increment for this auction is $100.
Replacement.
The act of replacing something with something else, especially that is newer or better, a person or thing that takes or can take the place of another.
Examples:
Regular replacement of tires. Replacement cost. We demand his replacement.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Enigma.
A puzzling or mysterious person, place, or thing, something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain, a riddle or mysterious puzzle that requires a solution.
Examples:
Mysterious enigma. Artistic enigma. The ancient text remains an enigma, challenging scholars to unravel its meaning.
Underway.
Having started and currently in progress.
Examples:
Just getting underway. Campaign now underway. This project has been underway for several years.
Approval.
The belief that someone or something is good or acceptable. A written approval. Express my approval. This project took a lot of time to get the president's approval.
Neural.
Of or relating to a nerve or the nervous system that includes the brain.
Examples:
Neural stem cells. Neural networks in AI. There was a disturbance of neural function.
Curiosity.
A strong desire to know or learn about something.
Examples:
Boundless curiosity. Satisfy my intellectual curiosity. We are motivated by curiosity rather than necessity.
Contribution.
The act of giving something, especially money, to a particular cause or organization, a voluntary gift as of money or service or ideas made to some worthwhile cause.
Examples:
Make a positive contribution. Contribution to society. His contribution to the charity was a generous donation of money.
Commitment.
A promise or firm decision to do something or to behave in a certain way.
Examples:
A commitment to an alliance. Meet his commitments. His business commitments took him to the United States.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Longevity.
The property of being long-lived, great duration of service.
Examples:
Longevity crisis. Longevity genes. He is proud of the longevity of the business.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.